Hello, everyone. Good morning. My name is Joyce McTeer, and I am the owner and operator of LaJoycha Creation Designs. I am coming to you, ladies and gentlemen, today, and y'all gonna have to excuse my nails. I be trying to paint them, y'all, but the paint don't stay on my fingers. I'm coming to you all today with a DOY pop-up special. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get into the items that you will need for this DIY special. You're gonna need some scissors. You're going to need some 20 gauge aluminum wire. Now, I did a video, and I don't know how many of you all have seen this video. It's called the Dollar Tree Best Kept Secret. In order for you to make the bracelet that I am going to show you how to do, you're going to need I forgot what you call this, but anyway, it comes from this roll of tape. Okay, this the piece right here that you see. It comes from the roll of tape. So you know the Dollar Tree has all these tapes, all these different types of tapes, and what you do is once you finish using your tape, you get this. Okay, now what I have the liberty of doing already, I wound up painting this. Okay, so you are going to need your paintbrush and your paint. And this is the paint that I use. It's gloss paint, and what it does is when you paint it, it gives it a shine. So I've painted it inside and out, okay? And as you can see, I just wanted to show you how it's going to fit, okay? So you're going to need one of these. The next thing I'm using, I have my flat nose pliers, my round nose pliers, and my wire cutters. These are my wire cutters. These are my round nose pliers. I have some coral shells that I am going to be using. I have 2 pieces of fabric, a ruler, and my handy dandy glue gun. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so the very first thing that I did with this DIY is I cut 2 inches of fabric, okay? I cut out 2 inches of fabric. I cut my fabric 2 inches wide, and then I folded it over and I ironed it down, okay, because this fabric will fray. It will fray. I don't know if you can see any pieces sticking up, but it will fray, okay? So whenever I make any type of bangle and I make a decision to sell it, and I'm going to be using fabric to wrap it, I always cut it, and then I fold the sides down and I iron it flat, okay? And this is pretty much what you're going to have. Now, this piece of fabric right here is 44 inches long. You're going to need 2 pieces. So I have a piece here that's 44 inches long, and I've already measured it. Okay, this is going to be 44 inches long. And then I have another piece here that is 22 inches long. Okay? So I've already cut it out and ironed it and all that good stuff. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little bangle right here, and I am just going to apply a generous amount of glue. Now, when I make my bangles, I only glue in the beginning and the end, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and put a little bit on the inside of my fabric. I opened it up, and then I'm going to just make sure that's nice and sealed, okay? Then I'm going to take and I'm going to put a little bit on the end of my fabric, just like that, okay? And then I'm going to take and go to the end of my bangle, and I'm going to place it just like that on the inside of my bangle, okay? Just like that. This is what you're going to have. Now, the reason why I painted my bangle black is because if you don't have enough fabric to do the whole thing, it's so much you can do with fabric and wrapping it on bangles and jewelry and all that stuff, y'all. It is so many ideas that you can do, okay? So what I'm going to do next is I am going to, I'm sorry if I'm out of the camera, I'm just moving some stuff around. I'm going to start wrapping my bango. So I'm going to hold it as tight as I can and start wrapping it, okay? No particular way. I'm just going to be wrapping it around. And as I'm wrapping it, I'm pulling it as tight as possible, okay? I just want you all to see what I am doing. And what I'm doing is, it's a lot going on. It don't look like it, but it's a lot going on with my fingers. As I'm taking it through, I'm holding it in place to make sure that it doesn't come loose. And I'm wrapping it around. And look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Already it's gorgeous. Okay. So we're just going to continue to wrap. Now, sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, while you're wrapping your fabric, sometimes you may still have a piece that find its way out. Don't worry about it. Like a piece that may fray. You may find a piece that come out. If it does, you know, come out, then all you do is you take your scissors and you cut it off. So what I am going to do now, so that the video won't be too long, I want you to see how much I have left. I'm going to finish this off and then I am going to come back. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so just like I knew that was not going to be enough to finish this bracelet, okay? But I want you to see what I have done so far. I have this much left, and this is really gorgeous, really pretty. And then this is the end of where I'm left off at, okay? So I want to try to open it up as much as I can so I can put some glue on the inside of my fabric, just like I did the first time. It doesn't have to be a lot, just enough for it to seal it, okay? Just like that. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is just like I did the last time, I'm just going to put some glue, and then I'm going to pinch this piece over, just like that, and press it down. Now, don't worry about it because the next piece you use is going to cover that piece up, okay? So, this is pretty much what your bangle is going to look like so far. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this piece right here, and we're going to we're going to do it the same way. We're going to put some glue on the inside. Move this over. Okay. And we're going to seal it. And the thing about the glue gun, y'all, the glue gun is a wonderful thing to work with because the thing about that glue, y'all, once it get hot, it's hot, okay? So I'm going to take and put a little bit on the end, just like this. And I'm going to place it at the top of this piece that you brought over. So I'm going to place it right here, just like that, okay? Now, let me tell you, you cannot see, if you look at this really good, the way where I placed this, you cannot see that I placed it there. Like, you literally can't see that, except for, of course, the glue. But you can peel that off and clean that up, okay? Now, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to pull it, put my finger here, pull it, bring it back in, and bring it over just a tad bit, just like that, okay? Just like that. Take it through again. Bring it over. And bring it through. Now, as you can see how nice and neat this is. And it's nice and neat because you have to make sure you pull it tight, okay? So that you can achieve this look. This is what you want your stuff to look like, okay? So we're going to take it through one more time. Pull it as tight as we can get it and bring it over. Now we're at the very end of this. This is all that's left open, okay? We have a little bit on the inside here and a little bit right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this over that completely. I'm going to take it back through. I'm going to cover up the other side. Okay. So now, as you can see, everything is covered. There were no holes, there were no gates, nothing is open, okay? Then I'm going to bring this piece back right here. Okay, I am going to cut it in the middle, pretty much in the middle of my bangle. So I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut it just like that. Now, y'all may be asking, why am I cutting it in the middle? I'm cutting it in the middle because I am going to be placing a piece of wire over top of it. So I'm going to open it up, try to get some glue in the middle. Just like that. Take my glue gun. Put that in there like that. Peel it back straight, back in, just like that. Try to press it down. I've been working with this stuff for so long, y'all, that it does not bother me. All right, so now I'm going to just take it, hold it as tight as I can, bring it over, and press it down. Press it into place. It's going to seal itself. You just make sure that you're sealing it even more. And this part of our bangle is done. And look at this. Now, you don't have to do the next stage of making this if you don't want to. It's completely up to you. You can use any type of fabric that you want, your choice of fabric. And look at that. Look how gorgeous this is already, okay? So the next thing I am going to do, I have decided to dress up this bangle, okay? So I took some of my gold wire and I made some swans. I call these my swans, okay? Now, you can make these whatever size you would like. Let me show you what they look like. Now, this is paint on the inside of my finger, but this is what they look like, and I'm going to show you how to make one, okay? I call them little baby swans. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure out 12 inches of wire, okay? And 12 inches is the length of a ruler. So I'm going to measure that out. I'm going to cut right there. And pretty much what I'm going to do is make me a swan. Now, like I said, you can make these any size that you want, you can make them, okay? They don't have to be big or small or whatever, but I did use 12 inches to make the one that I'm about to make. So I bring my wire all the way down on my round nose pliers and I make a loop. Now this is what you are going to have. That's the start of it. Now I take my finger. I'm so used to working with my fingers, okay? So I take and I start wrapping it like in a round circular motion, okay? So I take my fingers. Some people use pliers, nylon pliers to do this. I have a set, but for some reason I choose not to do it. You use the nylon pliers to keep from scratching up your aluminum wire, okay? And this is 12 gauge aluminum gold wire, okay? And all I do is make a series of circles until I get to the end. And once I get to the end, I make my little head and I call this my swan, okay? And that's all you do. And right now I have about 4 of these that I made. I have one that's a bigger size than these two. Actually, I think all of these, I think this one is the smallest one. So the next thing I'm going to do Now this is optional. You don't have to do this if you don't want. I am going to add my swans to my bracelet. Okay, so I'm going to go to the piece, which is this piece right here that I placed, and I'm going to put just a little smidge of glue, just like that. And I'm going to take one of my little swans and place it over top, just like that. Now, what I'm going to say to you, ladies and gentlemen, is that you may want to use some E6000 if you're thinking about selling these, or yeah, if you're thinking about selling these, please use E6000 to save, because you don't want somebody to get something. I'm not saying that this glue isn't going to hold this, but to be safe, make sure you get yourself or have some glue that will really bond your piece onto your jewelry, because one of the worst things that you can do is to make something and then it comes apart. Okay, now I'm not saying that the one thing about the glue gun with fabric, that's something different. But anytime you're using any type of metal, whether it be aluminum metal, any type of seed shells, and you're gluing it on a project, you have to make sure that you want it, that it stays. Okay, so right now I am just using this glue gun because this is not for sale. This is just for me to do a DIY. Okay, so I'm going to put a piece right here. Yes, and bring it down a little bit. I'm going to put a piece right here. When you use a glue gun on fabric, it will hold it forever, okay? Because it's not a wire, okay? It's glue. So glue gun works better to me with fabric, cardboard, and stuff like that, okay? So I'm just gonna place that down. And then I'm gonna go to my next one. I'm put that right here. I'm gonna put a little bit of glue. And then I'm going to take and put my piece, just like that. Hold it down so it can, you know, do its thing and get hard. And so as you can see, I have it in 3 pieces, one here, and one here, okay? Now I necessarily don't need that piece. I wasn't really trying to have them, the way I think I did it, it worked. All right, so I'm gonna take my coral shell, and my coral shell, that's another thing that you gotta make sure that you use some type of really good adhesive and not your glue gun. And I'm gonna put my coral shell right in the middle of this. Wait a minute, I'll make a noise first thing in the morning time. I'm gonna have to go and get another glue stick, and you put your coral shell just like that. Okay, I gotta go get another glue stick. I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, so I'm back. Sorry about that. So I had to go get another glue stick. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue right here and add my coral shell. Just like that, okay? And then I'm going to add some glue right here and add my coral shell. Now my coral shells, y'all, are really big. When I say big, they big. I like them big. I will use small coral shells. Whoops, I got my glue stick. I will use my glue gun. I will use small coral shells when I do projects that require me to use small shells, but I like big shells. So this pretty much is your bracelet. And I want to tell you something. If you want to, you can put the little swans all over the whole entire bracelet. That would be gorgeous. You could also take and put some coral shells. You can add some coral shells as well to really make the bracelet nice and full, but I like it like this. You can put it on, and no matter which direction you turn it in, you'll have your swan and you'll have your coral shell. Okay? Really, really cute. So I just wanted to come to you all today to show you. For one thing, I want to say this too. For those of you who make things on a budget, this would really work for you. We all make things on a budget. I'm always making things on a budget. I'm always trying to find a way to make things to save money. Okay, so this is a perfect project for you. It's absolutely perfect. The wire, y'all know you can get the wire from the Dollar Tree. You can get the wire from Amazon. You can get the wire from, now Walmart doesn't sell wire like this. AC Moore, Michaels, Hobby Lobby, anywhere. My coil shells. This is my big bag of coil shells here. I got these from Amazon. I like the size of my coil shells. They're really huge. Like when I say big, I mean big. So I hope, I want to thank y'all for watching. I hope this has inspired you all to make this. For those of you who make this, please tag me, or I'm going to be posting this on my Instagram. Not today though. It won't go up today on my Instagram, but I will be posting this on my Instagram page. For those of you who are following me on Instagram, please follow me at LaJoytra Creations, and that's LaJoytraCreations, LaJoytra Creations. And because I post everything there first before I actually start posting on my YouTube page. So I want to thank you all for watching today. This is cute, y'all. Look at that. And y'all have a wonderful and awesome day. And it's so look, gorgeous. And can you imagine summer dress? All right, I'm gonna stop talking. All right, so y'all have a wonderful and awesome Sunday. Peace and blessings, everyone. See ya.